Today on Warrior Update, an NBA champion visits Waubonsie.
The fall main stage returns and we support the troops.
It's Friday, November 4th. I'm Zach Villeneuve.
And I'm Liam Wallace.
And this is Warrior Update. Waubonsie is hosting a supply drive for U.S. troops. Alex Skirka has more.
Waubonsie Valley High School is collecting items for Operation Support Our Troops in preparation for the Veterans Day Assembly on November 11th. Operation Support Our Troops is a non-for-profit charity that supports the American military in the field.
For the snack drive at your school, we would definitely love things like granola bars, oatmeal packets, coffee singles, drink mix singles like Gatorade or Crystal Light. Those types of things are always in need and requested. People often forget that troops are still serving our country. There's so much that we can still do, and sending a care package gives them a little touch of home, and we often get letters of the troops telling us they appreciate what we're doing and that these boxes mean a lot, that we have not forgotten them.
Because of the pandemic, Operation Support Our Troops has received lower donation numbers than usual, so this year is especially important to them.
Many organizations are giving to food pantries or different locations versus us, where we used to get a significant amount of products donated to us. So in turn, we have to purchase those items, which takes away from our mission. We plan to pack 4,000 to 5,500 stockings to get to deployed troops in time, which is why we have to start in October, because it could take up to 4 weeks for the box to reach them. And each stocking has some little touches from home, treats, things like batteries, some hygiene items, and they're stacked in full to the brim. We also are always in need of funds to purchase things that maybe we get too many of one item and we need other items. We find out that troops are asking for very specific items that they might be in need of.
Donation items can be dropped in boxes in the school's atrium. For a full list of items that can be donated, visit supportourtroops.org. For Warrior Update, I'm Alex Skirka.
There's a new resource officer at Waubonsie Valley. Emma Urick reports.
Ray Morris is Waubonsie Valley's school resource officer. Morris has been a police officer for 17 years, but this is his first year at the school.
So my duties as a school resource officer and then an officer on the street are somewhat similar. An officer on the street goes from call to call daily. My duties include safety and security within the school, keeping community engagement between the police department and the students, keeping those positive relationships within the school.
Throughout the United States, there was a push by some to remove officers from schools, but Morris feels it's important for officers to be present in school buildings.
The Waubonsie community has been very accepting. I think that there's a shift now from wanting to have an officer in the school, because we've seen a lot of violence that's been happening across the country in schools. So I think it's very important that we have an officer in the schools, and I think that shift is starting to show now. Waubonsie has done a very good job at keeping its students safe. I think their number one goal is, from when students leave their parents or their guardians, to keep them safe. They have a very good camera system here that is monitored daily, as well as having staff present. There's staff present throughout the day at different parts of the school, and mainly having an SRO present. They've done a great job by having me here placed throughout the school. I make it my goal to make rounds throughout the school, keeping contact with the students, positive contacts, and community engagement.
For Morris, becoming a police officer was a decision he made in order to make a difference in communities.
As a kid, I grew up in a very bad neighborhood in Chicago, in the Austin neighborhood. I saw a lot of things that were wrong within the neighborhood. And during my teenage years, I was fortunate enough to get out of that and move to the western suburbs. And I wanted to make a change and try to help combat some of those things, the gangs and the drugs that were happening in Chicago. So that's why I became a police officer.
For Warrior Update, I'm Emma Urick.
The fall play returns to Waubonsie this weekend. Sarah Harjay reports.
Waubonsie Valley Theater is back on stage for its fall play, 67 Cinderellas, a sarcastic, comedic retelling of the classic Cinderella story.
This play is the storyline of Cinderella, but it's kind of in depth of what the actual process of finding Cinderella was like.
In this case, instead of, following Cinderella as the main character, we have the prince and sort of his, journey to finding his princess and, discovering that instead of like the fairy tale where the slipper only fits Cinderella, that, women have the same size feet and the slipper can fit multiple people.
The script calls for a larger than usual cast for a fall play, and the theater students have answered the call.
If you come and see it, you'll see we have a lot of scenes where we have a bunch of people on stage and all of them have lines in succession, and we've had to work a lot with, keeping the sequence alive and, keeping that energy.
There's a lot of work that has to be put in. There's like a large cast, so everyone has to know their lines, but not just the actors, the tech, they have to design this large set, lights, sound, everything, like everyone has to work together to make this show what it is.
What really draws me to theater is the fact that it's a collaborative storytelling experience, and it's the chance to get together with friends, make friends, and tell a story, and because I feel like stories are such an important part to human society.
I love theater because I tend to be a very introverted person in class. I like to focus and stay driven in everything that I do, and in theater I just get to go on stage and I just get to express who I am through a character. I get to completely change who I am.
You go through this long school day, which many ups and downs, but one thing I know that I can consistently count on is to have fun after school with my friends, just be able to go on stage and just act and do what I love doing.
People should come see the show because it's so fun. All your friends are in it, so come see it, come support the theater department.
Performances are Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Waubonsie Valley Auditorium. Tickets are $7 for students and $9 for adults. For more information, visit wvhs.ipsd.org. For Warrior Update, I'm Sarah Harjay.
NBA champion Horace Grant visited Waubonsie Valley in September. Sean Bizon has more.
Back in September, four-time NBA champion Horace Grant visited Waubonsie Valley High School, speaking on behalf of Kids Matter of Naperville. He spoke at a weekend event about the need for organizations like Kids Matter and the importance of being a mentor to the youth.
Even when I was playing basketball, I worked with a bunch of nonprofit foundations like the Make-A-Wish program, the Boys and Girls Club. I mean, so many. It's a cliche, but it's the truth. The youth are our future. I mean, you guys don't know how important you guys are.
Grant agreed that the push for mental health is extremely meaningful in helping students today.
I wish I had known more about mental health back when I played. This organization is one of the top 4 helping kids, not just with mental health, but other problems, other crises.
While winning 4 championships, Grant averaged 11.2 points per game and 8.1 rebounds per game. His career shooting percentage was better than 50%, but through all that, Grant still remembers what he learned from his mentors.
Well, growing up in high school, my mentors were my parents. Coming from a small town in Georgia where, the poverty level was here and they both worked 2 jobs. And it led myself and my siblings to kind of take care of ourselves, but they taught us hard work, they taught us compassion for your work, and they taught us how to treat people. You want to do your best to guide the youth in the right direction. If we were out here messing up and doing crazy things, we wouldn't be good mentors to the youth today. I would like to thank all the sponsors and people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into Kids Matter. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
For more information on Kids Matter, visit kidsmattertous.org. For Warrior Update, I'm Sean Bizon.
That's all for Warrior Update. I'm Zach Villeneuve.
And I'm Liam Wallace.
Thanks for watching. An NBA champion visits Waubonsie.
Zach, lock in.
Dude, I was coughing.
Honestly, let's just go. Let's just do it.
Rip it.
One take.
You good?
Hang on. My hair messing with me. Guys.
Thanks for watching.
Zach.
There was a flaw.
And this is Warrior Update. That was so
Nailed it.